copyrights to this music. I don't own copyrights to this music. Yeah, I love this league right here, man. I hate that we gotta start over in Madden 21. You know what I'm saying? Because I really fuck with this fucking team, man. It's gonna be mad hard to get a team like this. It takes literally like you gotta be in the league for like 5 seasons.
At the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Michelle, his first carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, Michelle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Mike by 5. Mike 55. Mike by 5.
Vick to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the Broncos' 37-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
Vic readies to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there.
Let's go, D! Let's fucking go, man!
Remain a scoreless game.
Good stop,
The
bros!
opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. At the 49-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's gone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go, baby. Whirling. 51 the mic. Hey, Foxtrot. Danny.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation.
Man, he's sick right now. He did that. He is so mad, dumbass. Should have never did that.
He did it. I had to.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal.
Ric Flair.
To Johnson again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
We're good. We're good. Hey, Haywood. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 51. Mike 51. I smell fear in that Obama. Obama. Hey, Zoo.
A shotgun snap for goal. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Yo, let's go, bro. Let's go. I love this team, bro. Only way I'm losing if a nigga cheeses me to death, bro. That's where everything I love. Niggas beat me by cheesing. They'll run like cover 4 show 2. It's so hard, bro. Certain people know how to clamp you up, bro. Like running the same play over and over, niggas be clamping you.
Make the score 14-0. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 52 by 52. I got you, pop. Little Mike, 52.
Throwing again. Vick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're... Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. I think ultimately you got to look at it as a...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and which you also have to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember,
these teams are nice, bro. I'm telling you, niggas joining the league too late now.
It gets everyone's attention, but sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They go play action here on 1st down.
Oh!
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. On 2nd down, Johnson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Yo, he keeps running pinch bucko.
A great play there.
And then on top of that, that was a beautiful run.
The game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos
yeah, it's slow. Niggas is getting moped.
And the route is on here in this 1st half.
Yeah,
Tucker
it's slow for niggas.
Following the touchdown.
I've been on my shit lately with this team, but I've been playing a little bit more, just so I can just stay freshen up on my shit, man. Trying to just perfect my shit, bro. That's all it is. That's what I hate. Like right now, I'm playing a lot because we're on the quarantine shit. But niggas, when I go back to work, then it's a dub, bro. I can't play, and then I start playing like shit because I don't have enough time to practice and shit.
So, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Give to Michelle running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Wide, get wide.
Here's Vick. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fielded just inside the 20.
Yeah, I'm turning up, nigga. Let's fucking go, man. Stop playing with me, man. I'm out here getting crazy.
Well, it certainly feels like that.
I'm getting crazy on this nigga. He wanted to play me. Nah, I'm playing. Let me stop. I don't want niggas to think I'm cocky. I just love this fucking team. I just love playing Madden. I love my team. So, you know what I'm saying? I get hype. You know what I'm saying? It's who I am. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get hype about doing something good and then niggas looking at you like, oh, you're trash or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have fun. Sometimes football gets very chess match, so it bothers your brain. I want to be happy when I'm playing. I always hate blowouts too anyways. I mean, it'd be fun at first, but after a while it starts getting boring. It's slow.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check, hot route, hot. Whip.
On the ground is Michel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, D. Check your hot read. Check. Same on. Switch. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Deuce. Bang.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side.
I got it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 41, Vick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now Johnson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Johnson running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Motion, 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 motion.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
I got you. I got you.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go, baby.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
What we got? What we got? What we got? 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? I'm coming to the side.
Vick now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, fix it.
3rd and long for Vick. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try to think with them here. Try to play field position.
He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. It's been an easy day for him.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Here we go, tonight. 180. Here we go. Tight right. 3 down.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Vick operating on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle, he's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shoot. Get him all. West. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
On the ground, Michelle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Rush in. Back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, Vick. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Distance wasn't the problem, but he did need some help from the right upright, and he got it. A little kiss and in.
Yeah, fortunately, he caught on the inside of the upright, and that pushed it through. This isn't like a baseball foul pole where you hit any part of it and it counts. It's got to go through the post. If he hits it on the outside, that's no good.
Let's go, let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go to Johnson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. Space to maneuver at the 40. Cooper's got it. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, Goff. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. No. Off. Under 10. Great stone. Drive on. Delta.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check three. Watch the edge. Tighten up. Go.
They'll run it. This is Michelle. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge. Shift, watch the shift. Shift.
Again, it's Michelle. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Hey, check 24, watch 24. Hot something. 52's the Mike, watch Mike. Come on, you better bring it. Mike 52. Watch switch. 61. Next box.
On third down, Michelle. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, Vick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Vick now from the 50. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Gill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 55, right there in the middle, 55. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 55. Shut up.
Now here's Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
5-2 is the shot. 5-2, Mike 5-2. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. I got him.
To throw, Vick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Let's go, let's go. Flare. Shoot. Strong, go. Six, check it.
On first down, Michelle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And it's Michelle once again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
I hate when dudes do this. Like, come on, bro. The game's over, my nigga. Fuck.
Finally, a first red
Shit,
zone
man,
opportunity
mad
for
boring.
these guys.
This nigga trying mad hard to fucking
at the
score.
13-yard line.
I'ma laugh if he gets picked the fuck off.
Mike 5-5. Let's go, D. Let's go. 55, Mike, 55. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 55.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. flush to his back. That's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.